the chapter of One Piece came out mad early. You do another video related to One Piece, edit to discuss the events of chapter 872. A number of theories that came out, two main theories that came out. These are not mine, they came out from the fandom itself, of the One Piece community. After chapter 872, the finale of that chapter, as well as Stussy and Big Morgan's. A lot of people speculating about Stussy because she's affiliated with, she is a member of CP0. I'm just going to start off with the Easter egg that Oda left for us with the colour spread. I wish I realised it sooner, but the colour spread was an Easter egg. It was a shout out to the anime. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the colours and the outfits that Straw Hat were wearing in the colour spread, obviously donning the Vince Smoke outfits, and obviously the numbers representing the order they joined the crew. However, the colours are where people actually got a little bit confused until you actually see the One Piece opening Wake Up, which is the 15th anniversary of the anime. And if you notice, each and every one of those Straw Hats in that opening are done in the same colours of this colour spread. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself. Because you have Robin in purple, looking much like Roju. You have Nami in orange. You got Luffy in red. You got Chopper in pink. You got Sanji and Frankie both in blue. You got Brook in black. You got Zoro in green, and you got Usopp in yellow. Go look at their colour spread, and then go look at the opening. It's a complete match, and it was a complete shout out to the 15th anniversary opening, because by the time this chapter comes out in Weekly Shonen Jump, it's gonna be on the week of the 20th anniversary. So I thought it was a neat shout out. So that's that. Now the Straw Hats and the Fire Type Pirates, Capone, have gone their separate ways. They've not escaped the territory of Big Mom yet. That's going to take a day trip. However, we are ending the finale of this arc, and I get the feeling next week's going to be the finale. Given the way the Big Mom's response at the end of this, and the way she may actually end up devouring her own children as well as the commanders, to be honest, it sounds like a cop-out to get the commanders out of the picture, so there's nothing left but Big Mom. I don't know what's going to happen to Struzan, because Capone did hype him up, so Oda doesn't do that for no particular reason. So we may get to see him on Elbaf. It did start, I mean, those two started all on Whole Cake Island, but they may get to Elbaf later down the road. But that would be a convenient way to get the commanders out of the picture, as well as the Big Mom pirates. But there is one Charlotte family member absent from all this, and we haven't seen for a couple of chapters. And a lot of people are commenting about this and say, where the fuck is Pudding? To be honest, I didn't think anybody would care about Pudding given what she did to Sanji, but I guess it just goes to show you, when somebody's absent or doesn't do much and stays quiet, people tend to be curious, and that's where the questions come in. It's the same thing that happened with Jinbei. If the commanders do escape and they manage to actually go and hunt the Straw Hats down, I said that Jinbei may sacrifice himself to make the Straw Hats escape. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore, because they're not going to escape Big Mom. That's for damn sure. Big Mom's got the hunger cravings. They're going to want to slow her down. However, there isn't enough resources to calm her down. And even so, the reason why she's in her fit right now is because of the wedding cake, and the ingredients that made it taste like complete shit. So Struzan, even if he could make a wedding cake, the ingredients suck. So that's going to be a problem. So there's going to be nobody to calm her down if she get the hunger cravings. Look at Smoothie's reaction. She may be the first to be devoured. And it'd be ironic, because she likes to juice people and drink them. So, by the way, she likes to juice girls, so I thought that was kind of odd. But that may happen to her first, so we'll see. So that's the number one theory. The second theory that came out is involving, it's actually a joint theory. One is about Big Morgan's, because he was there catching big news with the Instagram pics. Didn't do that for no particular reason, did Oda, so I'll explain why. And another is about Stussy, obviously, because she's affiliated with CP0, what she might do. Now, when it comes to like Big Morgan's catching all this, catching the fall of the Yonko, and even Stussy says, yo, Big Mom, the Yonko Big Mom falling, the downfall of Big Mom, that is indeed big news. They did not input that in there for no particular reason. I think this news is going to get back to the world government. I already talked about this in my review. Pirates are going to shoot up, but I think it's going to shoot up after the Reverie, because remember, that is following this arc. So if news Fleet Admiral Akainu is getting set for the Reverie meeting, and he's going to be there. The three admirals, I guarantee you, are going to be there. We'll see Green Bull Some people have actually predicted the green ball will show up on Whole Cake Island. I don't think so. Unless something happens with Stussy, and I'll say that in a minute. But I think what's going to happen, this news is going to get to Akainu. He's gonna flip out. The Gorosei are gonna flip out. They're gonna increase the battle because remember, one of the topics that are going to be discussed in the Reverie, a lot of people predicting is going to be about Monkey D. Luffy. So if that comes up, and then they get word that Big Mom was taken down by Luffy, even though Morgan isn't there to see Big Mom still alive, he did get the pics. That's exactly what happened in Dressrosa. Because that's why Akainu was so pissed at Fujitora, because he ignored the Dendamushi of Akainu so the Marines could cover it up like they did in Alabasta. So that's the reason why Fujitora didn't tell Akainu about this. He betted on Luffy taking down Doflamingo, which he did. So it's the same principle here, only this time you got no authority figures covering it up. Although technically speaking, would Stussy actually cover it up? I don't think she gives a shit about world government. That's all. That's what we know. They don't even need to take orders from the Gorosei, so I don't think they give a shit about what the Gorosei and the admirals think. So that they may get this news anyway to the Tenryubito, and if so, that's when the battles are going to shoot up, possibly after the Reverie. Or if that's not the case, and I think this is the reason why Morgans was there to take the picture of Big Mom falling, is because they are not taking down Kaido. What's the point in having a Yonko fall, having somebody capture this, and then relay this back to having this public broadcasted around the world if there's not going to have a and there's no point in saying that Morgans is going to die, because what's the point in having him taking the picture in the first place? It makes no sense. So I guarantee you that's what's going to happen, and I think it's because Kaido is not going to go down. Half the crew are there anyway, so their battles are going to shoot up. Remember, those battles didn't shoot up all that much with the exception of Sanji, because they weren't on Dressrosa. So this may be where their battles shoot up to match up to them. So that could be what happens. These are just some theories that are out there. I'm just giving you my input on what may happen. Now the other thing with Stussy is, and this is why a lot of people theorize that maybe Green Bull will show up, is because she's a member of CP0, Cypher Pole Aegis 0, and a lot of people speculate she may, this is not my theory, she may have a golden Dendenmushi to activate a Buster Call. If you remember, back in his lab, we learned that several different people grant that authorization to anybody they see fit. That's the Fleet Admiral Akainu, the 3 Admirals, and the head of chief of the Cypher Pole, which right now is CP0, which we know for a fact right now is Rob Lucci. Until things change, we know he's in charge, because we learned that after Dressrosa. He's the head of Spandam, so he could have given the authorization and given the golden Dendenmushi, because that's what happened on Eni's lobby. Aokiji gave Spandam the golden Dendenmushi and the authority to activate a Buster Call at a moment's notice. Nico Robert, even Nico Robert said, why would Aokiji give an idiot like you authority to activate a Buster Call? So that's what could happen, and if it does, that would bring in Green Bull, one of the admirals. But I don't know. It seems too convenient. The only way that would work is if that's enough to keep Big Mom at bay while the Straw Hats escape. So I do agree. It makes sense, because remember, it's going to take a day for the Straw Hats to leave the district and the perimeter of Whole Cake Island anyway. So this would keep them at bay while the Straw Hats escape. Because do you think Big Mom's going to wait a whole day for them to leave? She's going to be in a crazy state no matter what. So, no. So, actually, this may happen if Stussy's in danger and Big Mom's on a hunger craving. She may activate a Buster Call. Like I said, there's one Charlotte family member missing, and I think obviously that goes with Pudding. I think she's going to be on the Sunny. Why? Because we haven't seen her since Sanji and Nami had the moment. And if you remember, even before she misled Sanji, she said to the Straw Hats, go to the Seducing Wars, I will bring Sanji with you. What if this time she keeps aware, but this time she makes sure that the Sun is safe, and then they can go. Remember, Pudding did say that after this is all done, she's leaving Whole Cake Island. So what better chance than now with the Straw Hats? And I'm not saying she's going to become a Nakama, even though we could do with a female join the crew as well as Jinbei. But I am saying it's a good chance for Pudding to get the hell away from Big Mom, because she she's not going to go back and actually try and stop down Big Mom. No, that's not going to work. Moscow did try that, and she may try to flee Whole Cake Island. She's a huge plot device for somebody to become king of the pirates, and I think somebody else will snag her. No point in her joining the crew because they already have Nico Robin. So, Pudding hasn't awakened a three-eyed tribe ability yet. We don't know how that thing works, but we do know it's able to read the raw poneglyph. So, but I think there's somebody else that may snag her, and I think that's going to be Ziahaha. See what I'm saying? Because who else but him would have the intellect? Big Mom knows this, but that's why. But she's going to be kept at bay. That gives somebody else a huge chance to snag her if they find this out. So Big Blackbeard comes to mind. A lot of people think that the Blackbeard may show up on Whole Cake Island. So maybe, just maybe, Pudding will join Blackbeard's crew. That's a possibility, because even though Sanji did save her alive, that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to turn out good. She just wants to leave Whole Cake Island. So that's just my opinion on that. Again, these are theories that come up from the One Piece community. I'm just giving you my input on how things may play itself out. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Do you think it's possible we will see a Buster Call to wrap up this arc? And do you think it's possible the Charlotte family members, Commander Katakuri and Smoothie, are done for because they're going to be devoured as well? What do you think is going to happen to Struzan? That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you did appreciate that. Comment down below your thoughts what you think will happen next. Subscribe to the channel for One Piece. I think regardless of whatever happens next week, it is going to be the finale of Whole Cake Island. Catch you guys later. Bye.